Oh. Now, finally, that I got it all situated, I figured for my first video, might as well do a live stream because I'm new and I don't know how to edit yet. So it'd be better if I just live stream. And I thought I'll do this. My friend sent me this 50 questions about me tag. It's on this girl's blog. It's really cute. For you guys to get to know me because, well, I subscribe to a channel if you know nothing but the person, right? Well, I do that. But I mean, not everyone's like me either. So, I'm not gonna tell you my full name because just for like privacy reasons and stuff. But my first name's Courtney. My birthday is February 21st, 1997. So I'm a Pisces, which means yes, I am emotional. Three biggest fears. That's a tough one. Bugs is definitely like a big one. Like I hate if it stings, flies, bites, just like looks gross or like flutters in front of your face and crap like that. Nope. It's just a nope for me. I did like when I was younger, like my fear of needles was a lot like more prominent than what it is now. But I'm still not very like woohoo, let's go get a needle or yay, I need to go get blood work, but it's gotten a little bit better. Seeing as the older I got, the more migraines I get, so the more Toradol shots I have to get in my butt. So that tends to help with that. But I gotta say, like my biggest fear, it's actually really weird. I think my biggest fear would be tied between throwing up. Like I hate throwing up. I have a huge fear of it. Just I hate the way it makes you feel before you throw up. Why throwing up sucks. After you throw up, like it's just gross. Nope. And I think dying, but I think the only reason I'm afraid of dying is because, well, obviously, like we're all alive, but I don't like where I've had so many panic attacks where I have anxiety and stuff. I think that's why, like, I'm afraid of dying because, like, every time you have one of those, it literally feels like you're dying, but every experience is different. If that makes any sense. I think it's like the unknown is what I'm afraid of. I'll say three things that I love. Well, my friends and family would be like, they're like probably like one, be the first thing, the main thing I care about. Second thing would be my little fur children. I now have three. I used to have two, but we added another little member to the family, so that's always great. Turn up my volume a little bit so you guys can hear me because I'm not very loud speaker. Sorry about that. But yeah, I have a little dog. Her name's Sophie, and you guys will see her in my videos for sure. The other two, Leo, he's the little kitty that I got from my boyfriend. He's a big ginger fat blob. You probably won't see him very much because all he does is sleep. We got a new little one. We actually thought it was Oliver, a boy, but it turns out Oliver is actually an Olivia. So you'll probably see her once she like calms down because she's in that like wild kitten stage where like she will not sit still, and it's just too much. It's too much to try and pay attention to you guys and like keep her still at the same time. So, and I think the third thing I love is just like probably adventure or just like making new memories. I think that would probably be the third thing that I love to do. I love to do. My best friend. I don't want to name just one because then I'm gonna feel like that really crappy friend. But I wouldn't say I have like one set like best friend. I'd say I have a couple like close friends. Is probably the best way to put it. Last song I listened to. Let's see, shall we? Last song I listened to was No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande. That was the last thing I listened to. Turn-ons or turn-ons for potential partners or existing partners. Okay. Turn-ons for something, I wouldn't say I guess it's a turn-on, but it's more so, like, something that's gonna obviously attract me to you, like, find you more appealing to me rather than somebody else, is if you have, like, really good manners and you're very respectful, not only, like, of yourself, but, like, of people around you. I think that's a big one, because someone who's disrespectful is just, like, a really big turn-on for me. Personality, like a really like good personality, something that's probably like a very big turn on for me because like I like a personality that like you really get to know the person like first off when you first meet them. That's something that really like appeals to me. And you're just like I get to know you without asking like picking and prying with all these questions, you know what I mean? Um I think another thing would be too is like if you can make me laugh. Like that's like the main thing. That's probably like my hands down biggest turn on is like if you can make me laugh. That's the biggest thing. Looks and stuff doesn't really matter to me. It's just more so like like manners and your personality is the big thing to me. You could like look like a bucket of salt meat and I wouldn't care, like as long as you can make me laugh, like that all right, we're getting married. This is it. This is happening. Turn offs. Oh boy. Um, I wouldn't say there's a lot, but there's definitely like a few that I'm like, nope. That like definitely like if you're really like there's a difference between confidence and then like self-conceitedness. Like you're just like really full of yourself, like, oh, I'm better than you, like I'm on this high horse, like you're beneath me kind of thing. That's a turn off. Poor hygiene is another turn off. Like if you don't like shower or freaking wear deodorant, like you just like you don't take care of yourself is obviously like a big turn off for me. Now obviously there's people out there who are like disabled and they need someone else to help take care of them for you. That's not what I'm talking about. That's completely different. That person is obviously like 100% willing. They want to take care of themselves, but they just can't. That's not what I'm talking about. Talking about people who literally God gave them 2 arms, 2 legs, and a heartbeat, and you're just too damn lazy to do it. Another turn off I think would be is like being really disrespectful. Not only to me, like I've literally dated people where they're really respectful to me, which it's great, but they're really disrespectful to like their parents or like their friends or just people who like say for example, I was dating a guy named let's go with Fred. I don't even know anybody by the name Fred. So can you stop please? So if they were like, we were sat down for dinner or whatever, and they're being really respectful towards me, and their parents are like, hey, can you can you help us with the dishes or whatever? And they're like, no, like she's here, blah, 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 and just being really rude to their parents and uncalled for, that's a really big turn off for me. Because I think over anyone, this is the little one I was talking about. This is Olivia, who used to be Oliver. But that is something for me that's like really big turn off. Like I think you should respect your parents above and beyond anybody else. No matter if you're dating them, you're like just getting to see them, if they're just your friend, it doesn't matter. What colored underwear am I wearing right now? White, if you must know. How many piercings or tattoos do I have? I have one tattoo. And another pet peeve I have, like just throws in here. It really irks me when people pronounce tattoo. Oh god, that just irks me so freaking much. But anyways, I have one tattoo right now, and that one I got for my nan. She passed away last year, a couple days just shy of my 20th birthday, actually. So she was a very influential person in my life, and someone who I really looked up to, and someone who was always there for me. So I really wanted to get something in honor of her. Piercings, you can see too right now. I have my left side of my nose pierced, and I also have my septum. I just have like my ear lobes pierced, and I also have my belly button pierced. And I'm lucky I got those because my mom hates piercings. So the reason I wanted to start YouTube, the reason that I like really finally got the nerve up to start this live stream and like start to potentially get my YouTube channel up and running and stuff. I was actually really nervous if like just starting this live stream, let alone like filming video, putting all this effort into it, editing it, and then putting it up. I wanted to probably do like a couple live streams before I do that, just because I rather like sit down and the people that are watching, it's kind of like we're having a face-to-face conversation rather than you just sit and look at my face and look at me talk for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Because at least on here, like if you guys chat to me or anything like that, I can actually respond like in this moment rather than, I film video and put it up. When you guys are watching it, say on Thursday, it could have been filmed and put up on Tuesday, right? But the main reason I really want to start YouTube is I've watched YouTube ever since like I knew YouTube was a thing, I guess we could say. And that I knew that like, you can make your own channel. Like there were so many of these awesome people that when I first started watching YouTube that I came across. And it was mostly like when I was really depressed and my anxiety was really bad that I would turn to YouTube because I always wanted to like watch something that could make me laugh or just kind of take me out of that really crappy headspace and just help me out. And I found so many like awesome people on this website that used to like just make me laugh. And like if I was in school or just having a crappy day at work, I'd just be thinking like, okay, when I go home, I can watch like Jenna Marbles. She was one of the big ones. Joey Graceffa, Shane Dawson, that's 3 of the other ones. Jenna Marbles' boyfriend when he first started doing YouTube. Julian Solomita, he was awesome. Tana Mojo, Aspen and Parker. Like there's just a lot of these people that I would just sit down and watch their little like 7-8 minute videos and it would make my crappy 12-hour day turn into like an amazing day in just like 5 minutes. But I think that was the main reason because those videos helped me when I was feeling like that. So if I can make like just a video a week that helps at least one person, then I've done my job. I've always been really interested too in like videography and photography and stuff like that. So I think that's like another thing that's really like pulled me into this. So sorry, my animals are having a hissy fit. They fucking hate each other. How I feel right now. I think I'm in a pretty good headspace right now. Like I'm very happy. My mood is like really positive and happy right now, so that's good. Like anyone, I do have my good days and my bad days, but there's more. The good days are outweighing the bad days right now, so that's pretty good. Something I really, really want. I always really, really wanted a king size bed, so I went and bought one, and that's the bed that we have right now. But no, something that I really, really want is just for like people to stop being so crappy towards each other. I think that's one of the main things that like I really, really want. It's like people are so like crappy towards each other nowadays. Like if you voice your opinion, like someone automatically thinks it's about them. They're like jumping down your throat. Or like all the war and stuff that's going on in the world. Like why can't we all just like, you do you, boo boo, like do your own crap. Like I obviously know like the president and stuff like that. Like they can't obviously do their own stuff. They have all this other influential stuff that they need to worry about. And war's obviously a lot different than like a Facebook rant. But one second. But I think that's what I would want is like world peace and just like a lot less negativity would be immaculate. That would be great. My current relationship status. I'm currently taken. Sorry. My favorite movies. I always hate when someone asks me this question because I have the memory of Dory, so I can never remember like the movie I just watched. I can't even remember the last movie I watched. Oh, yes, I can. The Kingsman. That one was a pretty good movie. Those movies are pretty good. But I think I'm gonna have to say that any Disney movie, like you can't go wrong with any Disney movie for sure. I think Mean Girls will probably always be like one of my favorite movies, just because. One second, my dog's crying. Whatever. Come here. Come here. I'd say any comedy movie too. Be pretty good. I've been recently starting to get back into movies, so I'd say any Disney movie. Little Mermaid is obviously like number one, but Any Disney movie can't go wrong with. Anything funny or any horror movie, hands down, I enjoy. So, my favorite song. Hmm. I think anything by Rihanna, because whenever I'm in like a really crappy mood, I'll just listen to something by her and it always gets me in a better mood. So I'd say anything by Rihanna. I can't just pick one. My favorite band. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but Headley is definitely my favorite band. I listened to them when I was the high peaks of my young teenage years. So her, them. I know Rihanna's not a band, but like she's a singer, but I like her. Coldplay's good. Simple Plan, I like them. Nickelback's pretty good. I have a pretty like big music genre range. Like there's more that I like than what I dislike. Not that big of a fan of country or screamo, but I mean I'll listen to it if I have to. 3 things that upsets me. I don't know if this means like in general, like kind of like a pet peeves, or if this is kind of like a 3 things that's upsetting me like right now. So let's just go with like 3 things that upset me in general. People talking about each other like behind each other's back, or just being mean, like just downright being mean for like no reason, like uncalled for mean. You know what I mean? Like say if someone, I'll just use like one of my own personal examples. Me and my friends went to the mall when we were really young, and back then, it was a trend that you would go to Eclipse and you would get dresses and you would go to the semi-formal dance, and that was just a thing. Like everyone did that. Excuse me. No, stop that. So one of my friends tried on 2 different colored dresses. One was pink and one was blue. Now there was 4 of us here, including the girl in the dressing room, so there's 5. She comes out with the pink dress on. I was like, oh my god, like that one's nice, but like I want to see the blue one, so then I'll be able to give you my final answer. And all of them loved the pink one. It just suited her skin tone good, it really matched her hair nice. It just flattered her really nicely. So, we all said that one. Then she came with the blue one on. Now, I personally like the blue one better because she had blue eyes, so I thought it looked better on her. And I was like, like I love the pink one, it looks good, but I truly think that the blue one looks best, especially with your shoes and stuff. It's gonna look better. All of them were like so like uncalled for rude to her. Like, I don't know why you picked out blue. Like, blue never looks good on you. Blah blah blah. So obviously she went with pink. And what made me even more mad was they were talking about her the whole time at the dance, saying that she should have picked the blue dress because the pink one looked better. It's just one of the other girls had a pink dress, and all of them were ganging up on her so that her dress like didn't look similar to hers. She was afraid that she was going to look better than her. Like girls are just so mean. Like I just don't get it. I think another thing is like if you see someone like, say if you're going into a restaurant like Tim Hortons, for example, and there's 2 people in front of you, that person opens the door for the person behind them, they open the door for you, you open the door for the person behind you, it's just common courtesy, right? If you don't continue the chain of common courtesy, or if like you're in the drive-through and the person in front of you pays for your order, you pay for theirs, but the person behind you doesn't pay for the person behind them, that really irritates me. I can understand like if it's a pretty expensive order and you just can't afford it, that's completely different. But if it's like just a coffee and you're just being snooty, like no, like whatever, I'll just pay for my order. Like, come on, seriously, like it's a small act of human kindness. Like, can you like not spare that out of your big fat paycheck? You know what I mean? And anything that has to do with like people being cruel to animals. Like I love animals so much. I love them more than people. But animals, babies, and old people are like the best. But if it's anything like towards like 3 of them, that really pisses me off. Like people who just like mistreat old people, people who mistreat animals, people who mistreat babies. Is 3 things. Another 3 things that piss me off. 3 things that make me happy. When you're just like walking like out in public and you just like make eye contact with a complete stranger and you smile and they smile back at you and you could see that like your small interaction like really made their day. I think that's something that really makes me happy. If you tip someone at a restaurant or like through a drive-through, and if they're new and like this is like their first tip or whatever, or even if it's not their first tip, you can just see that it really makes their day. That's something that I really love too, and that makes me happy. Um, Seeing a dog anywhere. It doesn't have to be mine. It doesn't have to be yours. I could just be like driving down the road and I see a dog. My day is instantly happy. Um, I'm instantly happy. My day is like 10 times better. If I see like, just like a puppy comes into my work, I am so freaking pumped. Like I'm so happy. My day is instantly made. Like anything to do with dogs, I love. What I find attractive in other people. I think I've already asked this, but sum it up really quick. Good manners, a really good sense of humor if they can make me laugh. That's key. And the first thing I really notice about people is either their eyes or their smile. So either one of those works too. Someone I miss. There's a lot of people that I miss. I've lost a lot of friends and a lot of family members due to illness and stuff. So I'd say them. But I'd say the most person that I miss would probably have to be my nan for sure, unfortunately. Someone I love. My parents, for sure. I love them. They will always top everybody else, but them, like I said before, family, friends, pretty loving person. So, my relationship with my parents. Ooh, this one's pretty like juicy. But my relationship with my mom, she's always been there for me, like ever since I was little. She's definitely my best friend, and you will get to know that once you get older. Everyone fights with their mom, everyone fights with their dad. It's inevitable. Parents and kids are just gonna bicker no matter how good your relationship is. I don't care. If you come to me and tell me you've never fought with your parents, you're full of crap. But everyone's relationship is gonna be rocky with their parents. You're young, you're getting to this, especially the teenagers. You're like, I know everything. I want to go drinking with my friends. Smoking pot's not that bad. Blah blah blah. And then you're hanging with certain people, and your parents are like, they're just using you, and you're like, no, they're not. They're my best friends. And then when you get older, you realize everything your parents said was true. They were right about everything. Me and my mom have a pretty good relationship with everything like that. She is my rock, but she's also the person that would probably bring me the most heartache as much as heart warmth, if that makes any sense. She tries her best. She really does. I mean, she did a great job raising me, being a single mom and stuff. But she's very hard to please. She is extremely hard to please, and it's her way or no way. But I don't think she realizes that she comes off like that it's her way or no way. You know what I mean? But I'd say overall our relationship's pretty good. It's a lot better than what it used to be, let me tell you. With my dad, that's a whole different story. My parents divorced when I was 9, so being 9 years old, it's very confusing. It's very upsetting. You obviously don't understand what's happening because you're so young. And that was pretty much like what it was like. It was a lot of confusion and a lot of mixed emotions, mostly anger and sadness. And after like the custody and everything was said and done, they both have joint custody over me. But I live with my mom most of the time. I don't know a whole lot about legality and stuff like that, but that was like the main thing. I lived with her, and I would go with him like every second weekend, or if you want to take me for like a holiday or something like that, he could. But he kind of like left and had no contact with me for 9 years and chose someone else. He got a girlfriend and chose her and her 2 kids over me, which put a lot of bad blood between me and him. But it was mostly her that was just like brainwashing him, and that was treat him like crap and would treat me like crap until like I said enough is enough. I said, I'm giving you an ultimatum, and I hate ultimatums. Ultimatums are crap. Like, they're such bull, but this came to the point where, like, I was so upset and I was wasting so much of my time and my energy and constant holidays and, like, just days that where I'm like, why doesn't he love me? Why? didn't he choose me? Why doesn't he want to spend as much time with me as I want to spend with him? Why doesn't he miss me as much as I miss him? And I basically just looked at him and was like, look, her and her kids or your own flesh and blood. Plain and simple. You can sleep on it. You can drink on it. I don't care what you want to do on it. At the end of the week, let me know your answer. You pick her and her children over your own flesh and blood, your only kid at the time. Like, I will no longer have any contact with you. I will block you on everything. You can delete my number, forget I even exist, or any pictures you have of me. If anyone ever brings up, oh, how's Courtney doing? Just say that her Courtney and one of her daughters' name is Courtney, the other one's name is Brittany. Just say that your two now stepdaughters that's all you have. You don't have any kids of your own. That's basically the way I wanted it. I feel bad for those two girls too because they didn't have a really good relationship with their father, but that's not really my problem because he's mine, not yours. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, they can still talk to my dad today if they wanted to. They can still call him dad. I mean, they can still ask him to go to their weddings when they get married. If they have any like special events, like if they're graduating college or anything like that, they could always ask my dad. They could call him if they want. I have no problem with that, but he obviously has to understand that your flesh and blood comes before anybody else. That's basically what I wanted to know. Not more so like pick me over them, but acknowledge me, understand I exist. So, but I gotta say, like, since he's come back in my life, it's been pretty good. But I've definitely made it clear that, like, if it happens again, like, that's it. Like, there's no second chances kind of thing. And I know that may seem cruel and mean, but family or not, you have to put your foot down at some point. My favorite holiday is definitely Christmas. It's like I'm definitely like a Christmas fanatic. Like as soon as December hits, I'm playing Christmas music. I'm decking the freaking halls. Like I'm baking cookies that I shouldn't be baking because I'm just gonna eat them all. It's gonna go right to my hips, but I don't care. I'm like this with wrapping paper. Like I don't even care. Christmas for sure. But like I like everybody else's birthday too, other than my own, because I don't like all the attention on me. But anybody else's birthday and Christmas is good. Plus, I mean, Christmas, there's like 12 days of constant eating, and like those calories don't count. So who the heck would want Christmas? My closest friend. Like I said before, I'm gonna tie this into like with best friends. I don't want to pick one single one and seem like a crappy friend. I have like a small group of close friends, is what I would say. Someone famous I would date. My boyfriend's probably gonna get mad about this. I don't know. Probably one of the Sprouse brothers. Probably Cole Sprouse. I think would be the one that I would definitely consider him. So like Jughead Jones now in Riverdale. KJ Appa. He's really good looking too. Basically, like I wouldn't date them just because they're famous. Like they would have to be able to make me laugh and like just be like a down to earth, pretty cool person. But from what I can tell, both of them are pretty cool, down to earth people. So I would, I'd give it a try. Or Zac Efron. I mean, God bless his freaking parents, man, for creating that man. Because Jesus, a confession. I'm really bad at saying no. Like terrible at it. Like if I have a full plate full of like things I gotta do that week, and someone asks me like, "Hey, can you do this?" I'm just like, "Sure, yeah, I can do it, no problem." But really, like, I'm like spewing with like anger on the inside. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I have so much crap already to do, and this person like has the audacity to ask me to do more crap that I don't have freaking time to do. But my mouth said no instead of yes, so I'm also a really bad singer, but I mean, I still sing anyway, so. Probably a lot of people wish I wouldn't, but I mean, hey, you only live once, right? Things that annoy me easily. I'm a very patient person, but the only time when I'm not patient is like, I'll use my mom as an example because she's late to everything. But like if we have to be somewhere for 1 o'clock, I like to be there like to work, to an appointment, to like an event, something like that, at least like a half hour to 15 minutes early. Just because, I mean, you don't know, like traffic, you don't know what could come up, right? There could be an accident. You're not, like, you don't know. My mom, dead ass, will be the last person out the door. Like, if we have to be somewhere at 1 o'clock, we are leaving 1 o'clock. Like, that's just how it is. That's how it's been my whole life. So I think people that like don't understand time management is a big thing that pisses me off. Or like if I'm ready and I'm like constantly like I'm waiting on someone, or if they're waiting on me, that's another thing I don't like. I don't like no one waiting on me or me waiting on someone else. That's one thing I hate. Another thing I hate is like, okay, I don't want to offend anybody when I say this, but like people who like pronounce things different than me, like tattoo. When people pronounce it tattoo, like no, it's freaking tattoo. It's not tattoo. Or this English teacher, like instead of advertisements or I think it was advertisements. She said advertisements. One of the two like pisses me off. I like to say one other than the other, and I was just like, no, it's not. It's this. Now, like the tomato, potato, that thing doesn't really bother me. It's just like things that like, you know, obviously they're pronounced this way rather than this way, but people just like choose to pronounce it this way just to be difficult. Or like eczema. People pronounce it eczema. No, it's eczema. Like, stop. No. What is another thing that pissed me off? Oh my God, slow drivers. Holy crap. Like, if the speed limit says 50, like, you could, like, come on. Like, let's do 50. Like, come on, Carol. We don't need to do 40. Let's do 50. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God. Okay. Oh, my favorite animal. I'm going to have to say it's going to have to be a tie between dogs and cats. Now, before I got my boyfriend, our cat Leo, I would like automatically say dogs, 100% hands down. But now I'm just like, I had a bad experience with cats when I was a kid, so I'm kind of like, nah, you know, like a dog, like, you know, when they want to be like, you know, approached and like pet and like, you know, like wookie 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 kind of thing. Cats, they're like, yes, come love me, come love me. And then when you go to love them, they're like, and they're like sticking you, and you're just like, no. But Leo's a good cat. He's persuaded me to get another cat, so he's obviously a pretty good cat. To turn just a dog person into a dog/cat person. So he's a little stinker. He is. I'd say dogs and cats are tied. I also really like otters too. They're so freaking cute. Like, just Google anything or like YouTube, like an otter eating or just like an otter swimming on its back. Like, oh my God, like I can't. So cute. My pets. Okay, so just mine. Like, me and Dylan share 2 cats, but I have the pet that's just mine is Sophia, but I mostly call her Sophie. She's a Pomeranian Shih Tzu, and she is literally my sook. Like, she's up my butt all the time. Wherever I go, that dog needs to come. Like, doesn't matter. Even if I'm just going outside for a second, she needs to come with me while she's crying. We have a little cat. He's an orange tabby. His name's Leo. Funny enough, random fact, when after like Dylan named him Leo, we backtracked to like when his birthday is, and he's actually like his zodiac sign is a Leo, which is really weird. Like, we didn't name him after that. We found that out afterwards. I thought that was pretty cool. And we actually we thought she was a he, so I named him Oliver because I really liked that name. But Oliver is actually an Olivia, but I asked my little sister, who's 2, to name her, and she said kitty or bear. So this is kitty or bear. Oh my goodness, you're so grumpy. She's mad because she was just asleep, and I woke her up just so I could show her. Isn't she cute? She purrs so loud too, holy crap. Now the other one's looking at me. I wish she was closer so you guys could see her. So yeah, that's our 3 pets. We have kitty / bear. I don't know if I'll keep that name for her or not. I'm really surprised she didn't name her Hannah, actually, because everyone's Hannah to her. Sophie and Leah. One thing I've lied about. I think one thing I've lied about is, I don't know. Like, I can't even think about the last time I lied about something. Probably, like, if someone, like, gave me a bite of, like, their food and was like, do you like it? Like, if they made it or something, I'd be like, oh, yeah, it's so good, because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Maybe that. But I can't even remember the last time I ate someone's food, so I'm not sure. I don't know if the last thing I lied about was. Something that's currently worrying me. Bills, money, school, all of it, all of the above. Being an adult sucks. An embarrassing moment. Oh my god, there's so many embarrassing moments. Oh, so in grade 6, I really liked this boy. And you know, like when you see in like the high school movies, like the girl's like chewing on gum, like blowing a bubble, like playing with it on her finger, like trying to be like great sexy and stuff, right? Well, I tried to do that. Meanwhile, you should have seen my brows in grade 6. No wonder no one wanted to date me. So I was like looking at him like across like on the desk, right? Just like getting ready to like I had Hubba Bubba in my mouth, getting ready to blow a bubble, and I was like, you know how like you wrap her in your tongue, you gotta like blow. Well, I blew too hard and like went, and my gum just shot and like stuck on his glasses. Yeah. If like you're cringing from the inside, don't worry so much. Oh god, that's so embarrassing. Like I can't even believe that happened to me. Oh, the STS guys. Hi. I don't know who you are. Hello. Where I work at a little convenience store. It's called Cormac. It's actually pretty cool. I like it there, I gotta say. It was really hard though when I first started working there because I never did anything with like lotto or anything like that before. So like my head was like just like currently like spinning. So, but once you get your head wrapped around, it's pretty good. You have a podcast. Oh, that's cool. I have to follow it. That's for sure. Just like follow me or subscribe so then I can Chicks Dig podcast, right? Sure. But just subscribe to me so then I'll remember your channel. I'll look at you guys before I go to bed. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Something that's constantly on my mind. I have anxiety really bad, so I'm a pretty big worrier. No problem. So I'd say probably just like stupid stuff, like my brain thinks of like really dumb stuff that probably like never happen, but just like the inconspicuous thoughts. But something that I'm always worried about is just like the people that I love and care about, like, are they okay? How's their health doing? Stuff like that. And the pets, I'm always worried about them too. Habits I have. I guess habits is always like has this bubble around it that it's a bad thing. But I guess like some bad habits I have is I have really bad OCD like when it comes to cleaning. Like I'm a pretty big clean freak. But mostly like just at my own house or at work. Like I really want I would like to see like the people I work with that, that I'm actually doing something. But at home, like I like to have my house pretty clean and tidy. And it irks me sometimes, like if people like don't clean up as much as I do, but I mean everybody's different. Another bad habit that I used to have, I used to smoke cigarettes and I quit that in December and I haven't touched one since. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Chewing on my lips, like going like that, or like chewing on the inside skin on my lips, that's really bad. Or if I get nervous, like you'll probably notice at the first beginning of this podcast, I would say or like a lot. Or if I would like play with my hair, that's why another bad thing I have is like playing with my hair or just like fidgeting with my fingers if I'm nervous. But usually when I get pretty comfortable with people, that usually tends to go away. Thank God. My future goals. I don't know if they meant like career-wise or just like ambitions or dreams that I have, but my future goals would definitely be I really want to be a nurse. I've always wanted to do something in the medical field ever since I was a little girl. That's something that has always really like sparked and piqued my interests. But because I want to like wake up and like go to work every day and like love what I'm doing, not get up and be like, oh my God, like I have to go to work. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to feel like that. I want to have a job where like I go in and even if I just make someone's day for even if it's just like 2 minutes, like that's the first time they've smiled in weeks. Like what I went to school for, like it's paid off. It's already paid off, which is those, 120 seconds of interaction that's already paid off. That's what I want. Some like dreams or ambitions that I'd like to have is, or that I have and I would like to accomplish is like travel a lot more because I have traveled to a couple places in Canada. That's where I'm from, but it's the country I live in. But I want to travel like outside of Canada. I've never been outside my country, and I would really like to go to Bora Bora. That's I know that place is like hella expensive. And it's probably meant for like more like honeymoons kind of thing. But I'd go there by myself. I don't care. But Bora Bora would be pretty cool. I really want to go to Japan and China. I love everything about like their culture and stuff. It's just awesome. And I know, China and Japan have two different cultures. I know that, but I don't know, just everything about like their writing is so cool. Like I have so much respect for them, like learning their ABCs, like their alphabet, and like if they had writing class in school, oh my God, like I'd have so much respect for them, like having to like try and write that. Like, especially if like they're on a time crunch. Like I know they're probably like used to it and they could probably write it as fast as we could, but like holy crap, like that would be amazing. Just go to California, I like places. I would love to go to California. Like I'd love to walk on a beach that actually has sand and not big rocks, like it does where I'm from. Japan would be awesome. Hey, I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, Australia would be pretty cool, but apparently they have like really big spiders over there, so I think that's like a no for me. But I think I would travel there anyways, just so I could see like all the animals and like just experience their culture and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. Um, I want to be able to like before my parents, pass away. They're both 50 right now, and they're in good health, thank God. I'm not gonna wood for that because I have crappy luck. So I would want to make sure that I have enough money to take care of them and make sure that they'll be comfortable later in life and stuff like that. That's one thing that I want to be able to ensure, and that I could help them pay off anything that they owe money on, like their house or their car or anything like that. Something I fantasize about. I've always fantasized about like going somewhere like nice and warm, like walking on the beach and stuff. Like that would be so nice. Or I've always wanted to. Like I know it's like so weird, but like an old fashioned diner where like you serve food and stuff, like the servers still wear rollerblades and stuff, and they serve those like big milkshakes and burgers and stuff. I've always wanted to. If you've ever watched Riverdale, like the Pops, like Pops Diner, like I want like an old style one, kind of like that. Anything like old school. I always said I was born like the wrong generation because I love anything older, like the old hairstyles, the old clothes, the styles, like the cars, the trucks. Like I just like that a lot more than things nowadays. I don't know. Could just be me. I might just be weird. I don't know. My favorite store. Crap. um, I think for like if you just need to run to the store and get something, probably like Walmart. We don't have Target here anymore, so Walmart is like our go-to kind of like Target, I guess, if you live in the States or anywhere other than Canada. I don't know if Walmart's like a worldwide thing or if it's just a Canadian US thing. I'm not sure. But I would say Walmart for like everyday needs and stuff. But for clothes, I really like Garage. Um, Garage, Urban Planet. I actually buy some of my clothes at Walmart too because your girl's cheap. I don't like spending a lot of money on clothes. Victoria's Secret or La Senza for like, bras and underwear and stuff. But for kind of like your everyday wear, I would definitely say my like top 4 stores would have to be, if I narrow it down, Garage, American Eagle, Urban Planet, and Walmart, probably. Treat yourself. I always say that when my check comes in, I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't. That's another thing too I hate about myself. Like, if like my mom wants something, I go drop like $300 like that. Like it wouldn't even bother me. Or a friend for like a birthday present or something. But if it's for me, like I'll literally like contemplate buying a $10 shirt at Walmart. I'm like, yeah, I don't need this. Like I got tons of shirts. Meanwhile, I probably have like 2 shirts to my name. But yeah. What I did yesterday, I have such a bad memory. What the heck did I do yesterday? Oh, my little sister came up and we went to the park this week. That's what I did yesterday. Something I'm talented at. I was always told that I could, like anything artistic, like like sketch and draw and doodle and paint and stuff a lot. So I was always told that I'm pretty good at that. But other than that, I'm not really sure. I've been told I'm good with people. Like I have a very warming and like comforting personality. So talking to me or like trying to make people feel comfortable and like feel like themselves and stuff is something that I was always told I was good at. So just take my friends and my family's word for it, I guess. My idea of a perfect date. Honestly, I'm not like one of those people that would be like, oh my God, like I want to be wined and dined and blah, blah, blah. Like, honestly, if we just went to the store and like picked up something and like made something at home and just watched a movie, like I would be perfectly fine with that. Or if we went on like a hike and then like had a picnic, like it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. I don't like wine. I don't drink, so there's no point in whining and dining. Um, but yeah, I mean, you can never go wrong with dinner and a movie either. I mean, it's probably like one of the cheapest options out there, or even just like ordering in and watching Netflix. Like, I'm totally cool with that. My favorite blog. I don't really follow a lot of blogs, but that's something I kind of want to start myself as a blog. So when I get more into that, I will definitely check that out. Number of kids I want. Ooh. Um, I would probably say right now I'd probably say 2 or 3, but once I have one, I'm probably gonna be like, nope, this is it. This is where I draw the line. But I'd say 2 for sure. Like I'd like to try and have a boy and a girl, but whatever I have, as long as it's healthy, I'm totally fine. Totally cool with that. Do I smoke or drink? I do neither. One word that describes me. I would probably say thoughtful or compassionate. I'm very empathetic too. Like if I see someone crying in front of me, like they're telling me about like the experience that they went through, whether it's sad or happy. If they're happy crying, I'm happy crying with them. If they're sad crying, I'm crying with them. Like if they're angry, like I can feel for them. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. My favorite quote. One of my favorite quotes is 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, and discover. Another one, too, I really like is if don't stress the could haves. If it should have, it would have. Like if it should have happened, if it was meant to be, like it would have happened. If it's not meant to be, it's not going to happen. So why worry about something that you have no control over? That's just, you know, that's just one of those things that I try and live by, especially with some of the anxiety. I try and let myself realize, you have no control over the situation. Like, there's no reason to panic or to be worrying about something you can't control. Like, just kind of go with the flow. Oh, wow. I'm just looking at more questions here now that my friend is in. If money were no object, what would you get for your next birthday gift? Crap. I don't know. I'd probably like pay off everything that my mom and dad owns. That's probably what I would do. That would probably be my birthday gift. And if I had like any money left over, says money's not an issue, I'd probably just like build myself a little house and pay that off, so then I wouldn't have to worry about that in the future. That's probably what I'd do. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? I would love. I don't know if I said this, but I'm from Newfoundland, Canada, so it's freaking cold here all the time. We have cold winters and cool summers. So like a hot day for us, we're literally sweating and like we think it's too hot outside to work, is about 23 to 25 degrees. Like I don't think I've ever lived here and it was like where I live, it was like 30 degrees. I don't think ever. Not that and if it was probably only for about an hour and then the temperature dropped like that again. Dropped back down to like 28, 26, 25 degrees. But probably like California. I think California is such a pretty place. I would love to live there. I'm so lucky. I'm so like jealous that you guys get to. You can actually like go to California. You must live pretty close, so you're lucky. Were you ever a scout or a brownie? I was neither. I kind of did like a 4-H thing when I was really young, but I don't think it was called 4-H. It might have been. But other than that, I was never in scouts or brownies or anything. Or Girl Guides, anything like that. I was never in anything like that. What city were you born in? I was born in St. John's, Newfoundland at the Grace Hospital, and that no longer exists. It was torn down. So, what did you last eat? Soup. That was what I had for supper. What did you want to be when you were younger? A nurse or a doctor? What do you do on a typical Friday night? If I'm not working, literally just home, like playing with the pets, watching YouTube videos, watching Netflix, drawing. That's about it. Not very exciting. What is one food that you refuse to eat? I just like a lot of my friend Brittany especially calls me a plain Jane because if I have like a burger, a hot dog, I haven't had hot dogs in years, but if I did have one, wraps, anything like that, I have no sauce on it. I don't like sauce at all. Sauce is just nope, don't like it. I'm not a fan of mayonnaise. I can't stand mayonnaise. I think it's so gross. If it was in a salad or something, I'll eat it like macaroni salad, Caesar salad, something like that. I'll have dressing on it then, but other than that, I don't like it. What is one item on your bucket list? One item on my bucket list is I loved Shania Twain ever since I was a little girl, and I'd love to meet her someday. She was actually coming to Toronto, I think it was. Toronto or one of the main cities in Canada, pretty closely. I think it was Toronto or it might have been Ottawa. I'm not entirely sure. But she had to cancel, I think, due to health or something. And me and my mom were literally going to buy tickets. And I'm so thankful that we didn't because they were really expensive. But like, I literally like almost cracked myself when I found out that she was coming that close to me. I was like, oh my God, let's go. I really hope that she comes back. So I'll be able to get like VIP tickets or something and meet her. That'd be so cool. What is one item that you can't live without? Now that I got her, I'd say my dog because she just makes me feel so much better. Especially like if I'm feeling really anxious or I'm really stressed out about something. She really helps. What is your shoe size? My shoe size is a 7, sometimes a 6. I can even fit into a 4 in kids, so it really depends. I got really small feet. What movie have you watched repeatedly? Mean Girls. All the time. What phone do you have right now, Apple or Android? I have the iPhone 8. What should you be doing right now? Probably housework or going to bed. But here I am, live streaming on YouTube, so. What's one goal you would like to accomplish this year? Probably just like having a more like positive mindset is one thing I would really like to be able to do this year. Because I'm always like I'm my biggest critic. Like I'm always so hard on myself and stuff, and I really want to be like more easy on myself and just like have a more positive outlook and be more optimistic. Because I'm definitely a realist. Like if someone's like, oh no, like those optimists, like, oh no, it'll work out. I'm just like, no, it won't. It's not gonna work out. What's one of your pet peeves? I think I've already said that, but people who just one thing I really don't like. I'm trying to think of something that I don't like that I've already I haven't said because I've answered that question already. Oh my god! So there's strings on hoodies, right? If I seen this in high school, someone's string was up like this, even if I didn't know them, I have to go up and fix it. It doesn't have to be even. It just can't be up like that. That drives me. Or if their hood's not fixed. Oh, that irks me so much. What's the last song you listened to? I already answered that one too. That was what was it? What is it called? Ariana Grande's new song. No Tears Left to Cry. What's the thing that you can't leave the house without? I'd say probably my phone and probably chapstick or gum. What's your best physical feature? I personally really like my eyes because they're green. And not very many people have green eyes, so I think that's pretty dope. What's your Chinese sign? I've never been asked that before. I actually don't know. To Google we go. Chinese sign. Chinese sign for February 1997. Apparently my Chinese sign is or the year of the ox. I don't know if that's what my Chinese sign is or not, but that's what I'm getting from Google here. So I guess it's an ox. What's your current obsession? I think dark chocolate almond milk is my current obsession. Or dark chocolate. I'm also really obsessed with this broccoli, apple, carrot salad that I made the other day. That one's really good. Your dream car. A 69 Charger is my dream car. Or anything older than between the years of 59 and 89. Anything in those years, I'd be okay with driving. My favorite book. I have a lot of favorite books. I don't know if it's called Night or Night Times by Elie Wiesel or Wiesel. I don't know how to. I'm probably butchering his last name, definitely, but it's about the Holocaust. That one is a really good book. The Book of Awesome is a really good book. I really recommend that too. If you're kind of in a rut and you're feeling a little bit depressed, or if you just have one of those days where you're feeling pretty depressed, I would recommend The Book of Awesome. That's a really good book. My best friend Logan got that one for me, and I really like it. Underground to Canada is a really good book too. Favorite dessert? I would probably either say fruit or cheesecake. What's your favorite foreign food? Favorite foreign food? I would probably say the most foreign thing I've tried would probably have to be like Chinese or Japanese style ramen or pho. I think that'd be probably the most foreign thing I've tried. What's your favorite hobby? Anything to do with outside, I'm down. Anything. Favorite restaurant? There's a little restaurant in our town. It's called Brad's Restaurant. That is my favorite place to go. Love it. What has been your longest relationship so far? My longest relationship so far was almost 3 years. And that's a long, long time. What's your lucky number? My lucky number is 13, 1, or 21. That's my lucky numbers. What's your star sign? My star sign is I think they're asking my zodiac sign. It's Pisces. I'm 2 fish. What do you miss right now? Probably dark chocolate almond milk because I have none left. My favorite fictional character. Oh man, this is a tough one. I don't know. Are you a morning or night person? Night. Not a morning person at all. Are you afraid of the dark? No, I'm not afraid of the dark. I used to be when I was really little, but I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. Extrovert or introvert? I think I'm more introverted, but like I'm kind of like in the middle. Like I don't mind being around people, like, you know, I don't mind being around a crowd and stuff, but I feel much like more calm in small crowded / by myself. That's when I feel the most comfortable. Are you double jointed? No, I'm not double jointed at all. Are you left or right-handed? I'm right-handed, but I can also write with my left too, just like not very good. Are you more of a tidy person or a messy one? Tidy. Are you on time or always late? If I'm leaving and driving, I'm on time. If it's anybody else, I'm always late. Are you ticklish? Yes, very. And it's annoying. Can you ice skate? I can, but only on hockey skates. I cannot skate in figure skates. I always trip up and pick, and it's so damn annoying. Can you curl your tongue? Yeah. Can you wiggle your ears? I have to move my jaw to wiggle them, so I think that's enough. Coffee or tea? I like both, but definitely coffee. Cookies, cakes, or donuts? I was never like really like much of a pastry person, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably say cookies. Do you ever participate, or do you ever, or have you ever participated in a talent show? I think so, yeah, probably when I was younger. Did you go to prom? Yes. Do you like school? I like school for the learning aspect. I didn't like a lot of the people I went to school with, unfortunately. Just the way that they treated each other and like they treated me and stuff. No. Do you believe in ghosts? I do. Do you bite your nails? Not anymore. I used to be really bad though. I used to bite them like way down past the quick to the point where like they would bleed. And like I would cry every time, so I don't know why the heck I kept doing it, but do you enjoy dancing? I love dancing. Like when I go to the club, like I don't drink alcohol, like I'm just not a drinker. I do not have to be like plastered or high or anything like that to have a good time. I go to the club and I'm freaking dancing. Like I'm dancing with old people, young people. It doesn't matter. Like if you ask me to dance, we're dancing. It doesn't matter. Ugh. I don't care what your age is, what your race is. If you're ready to get down, I'm ready to get down. Do you have any allergies? Yes. I'm allergic to penicillin and by accident, those 2 medications. Other than that, I don't think I'm allergic to anything. Other than like pollen and like seasonal allergies, but other than that, nothing, no. Do you enjoy DIY or crafts? I freaking love DIY crafts. Okay, let's just flip back to the question of a perfect date night. That. Like, let's like paint. Let's make something. Let's make each other out of clay. Like, yes, like that's my definitely, yeah. That's what I'm down for. Can you forgive easily? I can forgive easily, but I won't forget. Like, if someone like screwed me over, I'll forgive them, but I won't forget. Like, you know what I mean? Phobias. Throwing up. I hate throwing up. Petrified of it. I will take Gravol. I'll drink Flat Ginger Ale. I'll lie down my left side. It does not matter. I will do whatever I can not to throw up. Do you have children? I do not have children right now. The only children I have are 3 furry ones, and they all have 4 legs. That's it. Do you have pets? Yes, I have 3. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have a little sister. Her name's Hannah Maria. Do you prefer Mac or PC? I prefer Mac, but I have PC because them Macs, they be expensive. For the beach or the mountains, I love both, but I do like the beach. Do you prefer bath or shower? Once again, I like both, but I prefer a bath, actually. Do you sing in the shower? Hell yeah! And I suck, but I still sing. Do you smoke? Not anymore. Do you speak any different languages? I wish. Like, I was taught French in school, but apparently, like, the French that we learned in high school, if you went to Quebec or Paris, they would know. Like, you would basically be speaking gibberish. Like, they would have no idea what you learned or like what you learned, what you're talking about. So I don't understand why we learned it if we can't freaking speak it anywhere. It doesn't make any sense. Sorry, why have been talking so long? My throat is hella dry. Holy crap. Do you still have your wisdom teeth? Yes, they're cutting right now and they're a pain in the butt. Do you still watch cartoons? Hell yeah, I still watch cartoons. Like every now and again. I mean, I don't watch them as much as I'd like to watch them, but I still watch them. Do you / have you played any sports? Yes. I played hockey, basketball, soccer, volleyball. I was on cross country team. I was literally I played karate when I was younger. Did I do anything else? I think that was it. Does your name have any special meaning? I don't know what the name Courtney means, but it doesn't like have any special like meaning or anything to my parents. I think that's not why I was named Courtney. I was actually supposed to be named Megan, but there was already a Megan like in my area, and she had the same last name as me, so that's why they named me Courtney. Original, I know. Have you ever been hospitalized? Yes. I was hospitalized when I was 15 years old because I have an eating disorder, and I almost died. My organs were starting to shut down, and I was in early stages of cardiac arrest. So, yeah, that sucked. But I was hospitalized for 15 weeks, I think. I could be getting that wrong. I was also like on. Also, I was told too that an eating disorder, a bit of your brain, I don't know if it dies or if I don't know what happens with it, but ever since like I've been sick like that, my memory's been really bad. So like I would have to ask my mom how long I've been hospitalized for. You know, obviously I can still remember being in hospital, like I have lots of memories and stuff for that, but to regards of how long I've been there, I have no recollection. I don't know the actual like time span of how long I was there. Have you ever been on a diet? Yes. They suck. They don't work. Don't diet. Just eat and get fat and be happy. Have you ever been to a concert? Yes, I've been to a couple concerts actually. Have you ever gone camping? Yes, I love to camp. But like not in a camper. Like I didn't go fancy camping. I went like camping in a tent. Have you ever met any celebrities? Met Shawn Mendes, Victoria Duffield, Sean Kingston. Whatever happened to him? Like that guy was great, and then he just like fell off the face of the earth. Like God love him. Have you ever skipped class? Yes. Don't do that. It's bad. Have you ever won something? You know those like draws and stuff that they would do in school, or like at a birthday party or something. I would always win something. I don't know why. I just would, and then I'd feel so bad because I'm like, oh, like maybe that kid won it rather than me, right? Have you had braces? No. That's why my teeth are so fucked up. How are you feeling right now? Thirsty. How tall are you? I'm 5'5". I think I'm average for my height, I'm pretty sure. Or average for my height, average for like my age. I'm taller than my mom, and I'm about the same height as my dad. Neither one of them are very tall. Like, not very many people in my family are actually very tall. I'm trying just to do any more questions here, so I'm trying to go as long as I can so you guys can get to know me as well as you can, but I think I'm running out of questions. I have some that my friend sent me too. What is your sexual orientation? I am bisexual. That means I like boys and I like girls. And yes, you can be bisexual and be in a relationship with a guy and still be bisexual. And you can be bisexual and be in a relationship with a girl and still be bisexual. I know some people don't get that. Like, so many people have asked me, they're like, if you're bisexual, then why have you only ever dated guys? I'm like, because there's never been a girl that's came across that I fell in love with as much, like that much that I would like to date. You know what I mean? There was one, but oh my god, excuse me. But my best friend really liked her, so I just kind of like backed off. And I was in a relationship at the time, so I was just kind of like, bury those feelings, like they don't exist. Well, that was a long time ago. And we're all still friends, so it's all Gucci. Guys, I'm pretty sure that's it. Holy crap, what's this? 371 questions. Oh my god. I don't think I'll be able to get through all these. I think my throat's gonna give out. Okay, here's one I haven't answered. Who did you look up to growing up? There was two like really influential, if I could frickin' English, people in my life that I looked up to. Was my kindergarten teacher. Her name was Miss Connors. She is still to this day like my favorite teacher. Like she always will be. I'm inviting that woman to my wedding. I don't care. Like, you're being a bridesmaid, stand up here by me. Like, I love you. She was the best. She was like one of the nicest, like caring teachers I've ever had in my whole entire life. And well, my parents, obviously. Which one of your parents are you more like? I find I'm definitely like a mix of both. I think a lot of people tell me like I look like one more than the other, and I act like one more than the other, but I literally think I'm just like a mixture of both. What would your parents have named you if you were the opposite gender? Okay. If I was the opposite gender, they were going to name me Megan first, but if I was a boy, I was supposed to name Mark. I don't know why they like names starting with M, but what do you call your grandparents? Nan and Pop. What is your best physical feature? I would probably say my eyes. I mean, my eyebrows are pretty bomb. They're pretty even when they're tweezed. I think my nose is cute, but I think my eyes are my favorite. My biggest accomplishment is learning to love myself. Is definitely one of the biggest accomplishments I've ever had. Especially coming from being so low and thinking so little of myself when I was in hospital, and I was just like down in this like really dark part of my life, that I learned to love myself and appreciate myself for who I am. What has required the most courage of you in your life so far? I'd say like how can I word this? I would say understanding and coming to the realization that I needed help. When it came to my eating disorder, was probably one of the things that took the most out of me. And trying to recover from that was very draining mentally, emotionally, and physically. My bang just like does not want to stay up. What's your favorite drink? I like coffee, iced coffee, water. Favorite food definitely have to be fruit parfaits, smoothie bowls, salad, steak. I like steak. But yeah. Favorite type of clothing. Anything that's like big, baggy, and comfy, I'm down for. Or I really like, I'm really into this like weird phase now where I really like overalls. Overalls are so freaking comfy. Love them. I don't know why they're style. They're so cute. Favorite time of the day. I think that my favorite time of the day is either sunrise or sunset. It's just a really pretty time. Or bedtime. I mean, that's always a good time. Oh man, I gotta sit back. I'm so uncomfy. I have a little one asleep here on my foot. Ooh. Oh my god, you guys, if you could see her right now. She's so cute. Hang on, I have to take a picture. Stay. Oh my god, I just got it and she moved. Oh, my boyfriend just texted me and said I'm doing great. You guys, he is so sweet. God love. But I think that's all the questions that I can really answer. I'm hoping to do another live stream maybe. I have to work tomorrow, so probably not tomorrow. Probably Friday. But thank you so much for the people that watched. God bless. And I'm definitely going to look up the STS guys. They have a podcast, so I'm going to go check them out right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.